Elijah, man, don't talk about my mama, bro. Hey, 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 don't do that.
She'll come get you too.
She gonna whoop your ass too. Anyway. All right, yo. We back.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so all right, back. We'll let the conversation continue. Before we left out, man, one of our guest co-hosts that come in from time to time, Adrian Amos, said, "Here she go." If y'all don't know what that is about, that's because there's been plenty of times. There's been plenty of times where I don't know what we be talking about. We be talking about something.
I just share my
We
stories,
talking about her baby cougar stories. That's what she be talking
and
about.
then he say I think I got dudes lined up around the corner. No, I don't. I just share my story.
Do you have dudes lined up around the corner? You got
No,
people calling you at 5 o'clock in the morning on Facebook.
I got creepers.
What you be telling them, Crystal?
I don't tell them anything. I don't even know this dude. I was adding a bunch of people for the show, and
Oh, you telling your business.
Oh, see, that's your problem. You
Yeah,
add people. See, I don't add
add people.
nobody.
Don't add nobody.
well, that's how we got a lot of followers.
Hey. You telling too much. Damn, Crystal. God damn. Man, golly, in the show right now.
Who out here calling Krista on the show? Who out here one of our viewers out here calling Krista at 5 in the morning? She got things to do.
It's not nobody that's watching the show, but I don't know who this guy is. Apparently, it's somebody I added just randomly.
What's his name? Blast him. What's his name? No, it's playing.
She about to look it up right now. She's looking right. Look, she's looking right now. Yeah, she looking right now. She looking right now.
I was going to, but nah, I won't do that. I blocked
His name is Craig.
Where you get Craig from, dog?
I don't know. I was thinking of Friday, bro.
All right, yo.
I just watched that the other night.
Yeah. All right, so look, yo, let's go back to the comments from earlier today, man. We had a lot of topics that we talked about. Starting off early, because apparently, we were asking the question, hey, Crystal, do you watch basketball? She said, yeah, I watch NBA. She did not mention WNBA.
Oh, Lord.
So I said, oh, so that's it. And then Elijah Jermaine Bowser said, shots fired. And he said, on this one, I don't know, me lady. Ron, I might get beat up for this one. That's what he said. Hey, you thought he had your back, but apparently he didn't.
That's okay. I remember that, Elijah.
All right.
I'm messing with you.
All right, going to the Popeyes attack. Nehemiah Wallace said, "Not the purest form." I gotta watch that video one more time. I don't know if you.
Watch it again.
I don't know if you all seen it, but
sundress.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, whoever the shorty is in the red and the orange at the window, she's getting beat up. That's why everybody else jumped in, because whoever the cashier was tagging her, because her head was going back and forth. Her head was going back. And those ain't sundresses.
Oh.
Okay, my bad.
That is not a sundress.
Elijah said, I was going to say that much effort for me to fight someone who has a bad attitude, especially through drive-through, they tripping. And he said they just wanted to get some food and be comfortable, done expose themselves. That's not a sundress. Margot Lopez said Margot Lopez said, yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't know. Margot Lopez said they fighting over the last spicy chicken sandwich. That was a good one.
What possesses somebody to go to a drive-through, like, and start fighting? Like, it's not that serious.
That was her baby daddy's ex side piece something. That's what that was.
I mean, I just don't get it.
People just
a lot of things out here just ain't for us to forget to get. I realize that. Like,
That's true.
True that.
Especially in this country.
Yeah.
People be doing some mind-boggling things to me, man. That we see that now we're catching on video, which to our delight. But it just shows we've been decaying as a society for a long time. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
All right. So speaking of the Georgia attack, hate crime, Elijah Jermaine Bowser, and I think he got a lot of people that like this. 4% of the population of Georgia is Asian. 6 out of 8 victims were Asian. 100% of the properties were Asian owned equals hate crime. There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it's simple. It's very simple.
that's true. But I think we also need to also bring up the fact that these were all women too. So I think coupled with the fact that they were Asian, I think it did have a lot to do with the fact that they were women
Yeah,
too.
I said that earlier. I said that earlier. I said even if they try to justify this as not being a hate crime, the fact that he said he's a sex addict and he wanted to get rid of his temptation, so he targeted women, that is still considered a hate crime. He had targeted women.
How you go after somebody for your own problems? They ain't do nothing to you.
You brought up to that group in the show a while ago called incels. How they
I was just about to yes, Crystal, yes.
how they
Yes.
blame women for them not being able to get any or get a girlfriend or get have women go after them. They blame women for that.
So first of all, this dude ain't got no sex addiction.
That's a
He
cover.
got a problem where he play with himself because he can't get no girl because he's an incel. He ain't got he got a sex he got a porn addiction is what he's got. Okay, because he can't actually get a girl. You know what I'm saying? So he mad because he got to go around and see these massage parlors or places where sex workers act, and he know he can't get them. So he mad.
Damn.
Because see what porn and I'm not knocking porn. I'm not saying any other porn, but I'm saying what porn can do from what I've heard people say, that it can really mess up your mind because you look at women or men with whichever a certain way because if you're so addicted to seeing something over and over and over again, yeah. And so that's probably what was because first of all, pull up my man picture again. He ain't no sex addict. Pull his picture up again, Ron.
Maybe he's a masturbation addict. I mean,
that's why I said he's a porn addict that can't get no girls. He's an incel.
I don't know, man. He looked like a little, I don't know, man. He looked like a,
my man ain't no sex addict.
well, here's the thing. I
He's
don't.
a porn addict.
I think
There's a
that
difference.
I think that we're seeing a lot of crimes against women come to the light. And not just this because it was mass murder, but I mean, we're seeing a lot of sex crimes come to the light that weren't previously being exposed.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also an issue with the culture of the society, which is, I think, just as prevalent as racism, is you have men, and I'm not just saying it's against women, but that's what we're largely seeing, is you have men who view women as just objects and as a lesser human being than another man. So I think the culture of our society definitely has to change with that regard as well.
Well, going forward on another topic, talk about Sharon Osbourne and the main topic with white supremacy. Morgan Williams said, y'all should watch the PBS documentary called Slavery by Another Name and the Netflix documentary called 13th. I've seen the Netflix one called the 13th.
Yeah, Netflix one is good.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the PBS documentary called Slavery.
I haven't seen the PBS one. Yeah, I haven't seen the PBS one. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to check out both. I haven't seen either.
Carice Perry said the 13th Amendment led to the over-incarceration of black men. Very true. That's one of the things we're talking about is that you have Congress sitting there on their hands not addressing this issue. I get that they're trying to address the privatized prison system, or the money making prison system, I guess you wouldn't call it. I get that they're trying to address that, but let's address the other issues. You know, when you talk about the crack epidemic in the 80s, right? But you know, we all know, we all understand some things about that and how that played out. But you know, a lot of people attack Joe Biden because you know he had that 3 strikes rule, right? And you know, the problem is, you know, people don't realize this. A lot of politicians played to black people's fears. Other black politicians and other black community leaders, they played to their fears. So when this stuff was going on in the 80s and the early 90s, you know, black leaders in the communities, black mayors and of the sorts were coming up to Washington, D.C. saying, hey, we need help. We need to do something to address this. And so when they went out here to these extreme measures by enacting, you know, 3 strikes and everything like that, it played to their fears. And so everybody was for it. And it's kind of funny how over the span of 20 years since that happened, everybody's like, oh, it was the worst thing ever. You know, and you had an apology tour that happened with Joe Biden when he went out and said, oh, yeah, there was, you know, it was probably one of the worst mistakes in my life as a legislator. Was it? Everybody agreed with it at that time.
Well, even the was it NAACP agreed with it at that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. All the black community leaders and the black, you know, mayors, they came out and agreed with this stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, but either way, Morgan Williams said neither. Okay, she was just defining the 13th Amendment.
Well, here's the thing. What you said about the crack epidemic, right? You looking now at what's going on right now. You know, because it was a war on drugs back.
It's a health crisis.
Now it's a crisis. Yeah, now it's an epidemic.
It's a health crisis.
Oh, it's an epidemic.
You're talking about the opioid crisis.
The opioid, which opioids is all it is just heroin, right? It's you know. I was also reading somewhere where they said, it was. Now I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that this brother says, but he was spot on when he said, and that's Dr. Umar Johnson, and he said. Because this, you know, certain things he knows, and apparently, the Ritalin that kids are being given in schools, right, is only 1 molecule separate from crack. So he said it's a pipeline to prisons. So you know, and that's why he says these parents, and especially these black parents and brown parents, need to stop listening to these schools when they tell them, "Well, your son's hyper and your son's this, so he needs Ritalin." He was like, all they're doing is setting them up and giving them this, you know, these pills or whatever. There's only 1 molecule from crack. You know what I'm saying? And all that's going. And again, it's just a pipeline or whatever.
But you believe that?
He said, believe what? Yeah, because I looked it up.
I don't know, man. So here's my thing about.
Have you ever seen somebody on Ritalin? Have you ever seen somebody on Ritalin? Brother?
Yes.
Dude, they're out of it. Out of it.
I have. But here's my thing. I look at it, you know, when these schools, you know, when you go into the inner city, right, and you get a lot of, you know, kids who are diagnosed or misdiagnosed with ADHD, right? And people fail to realize is that when you go into these inner city schools, a lot of kids they either given a breakfast with high sugar intake, right, which automatically is going to make them hyper, right, and or either they don't get any breakfast at all, and so when they get to school, they get, you know, the cereal with the high sugar and all this other stuff. So I think I'm just trying to realize, or trying to point out is that, trying to make you all realize is that a lot of these misdiagnoses come from the inner city, right? Like you pointed out, Trent. And so when they get put on that, like you said, when they get put on that kind of medication, you know, it's like a pipeline. I get you. I get what you're saying. I just don't know the whole science behind the molecules and all that stuff. I had to look it up. But
so Nick Cannon, like when he was having a conversation, Nick Cannon said they tried to put him on because he was like hyper and like his mind was racing a lot. And so apparently like his, you know, the school's like, okay, we're gonna put you on these on these Ritalin pills, whatever. They ended up, I think it was his parents saw something, was like, no, it's not. You know, they try to classify my son as having some type of learning disability. That's what happened when you put him on Ritalin. The thing is, he said that they ended up testing him. His IQ was extremely high. He wasn't being challenged enough, And so a lot of the times when it's people that have ADD or ADHD, sometimes they're hyper active and
So
hyper.
then,
It's because it's not that they have any learning issues or whatever. It's just that there's so many other things that could be attributed. They're not being you know a lot a
malnourished.
lot of these teachers are, yeah, I mean, they're really not
They're not
like
challenging
helping
them.
them. One,
Yeah.
they're not challenging them. They're all this other stuff, so they're just all over the place. Their mind is all, and it's just like these kids are highly educated or highly smart. Like their IQ is high, but they could be bored. you know. But the thing is, apparently, for every kid that goes on Ritalin or something, certain schools get a certain amount of funding. So again, it goes back to money. It's wild, man. It's a whole. We have to go through all. It's messed up, man.
Yeah.
I also agree. I agree with you on the part about with you, Ron, on the part about diet. I'm actually trying to change my diet now, and it's just crazy how much sugar is in the American diet. Like,
Hmm.
especially from kids.
Yeah, like
Like,
what, like think about it. You're
drugs.
dieting. You're dieting right now, Crystal. Right. So
Yeah.
you're changing your diet. So think about the first couple of days. You know how they always say you got to get through the first couple of days of your diet because the sugar intake is going down. Think about
Yeah.
how bad you feel. Like you feel groggy. You got a headache. Yeah. It's like you're going through a
It's withdrawals.
withdrawal.
It's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It's
It is.
withdrawals. Your toxins are leaving your body. That's exactly what
Right.
it's doing.
So think
Yeah.
about it. So when you go through that withdrawal, like your whole body just changes.
Like, I literally like slept like all day one day because it's just like you don't feel like you have any energy because you're so used to having all that sugar in your system.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I was just thinking like, and I'm not just changing my diet. I mean, this is like a whole lifestyle change for me, but
Hmm.
I'm just like realizing throughout my whole life from my childhood up, like being exposed to all this sugar and
Hmm.
salt and
So
everything.
Yeah.
exactly, and so my point is, imagine how these inner city kids are.
Yeah.
They're being. It's like they, and when they keep saying, oh, I hear people talking about, oh, they just need to pull their bootstraps up or pull their pants up and get out here and try to do this. Like they
Well, that's
already
just
set
racist talk.
back. They already set back, man. They already set back. They already set back. You know.
You can't
Anyway,
pull your bootstraps up if you've never had boots in the first place.
Yeah.
I forgot who said that, but you know what I'm saying. So that makes you got
sound like something
like
W.E.B. Du Bois would say.
Yeah, but that's true. I mean, look at the foods that they're pumping in these school systems. And I mean, I was for Michelle Obama changing
hmm.
the nutrition of the school systems because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris, but yeah, I agree. But it also has to change at home. If you,
Yeah,
I think it was it was on Dr. Phil, and they were interviewing this lady, whatever, and this kid was maybe 3. Kid looked 10, right? Because of what they're literally showing. They're in the house. They're showing them, and the parents are just giving this kid for whatever he wants, sweets, snacks, all kind, just everything he wants. He's eating whole burgers. You know what I'm saying? That also starts at home as well. So like I haven't had like actual sweets in about 3 or 4 years. I stopped eating
Yeah.
sweets, and that was actually my body actually was doing something.
All right, so
Um,
On Wednesday, I better not see you with no gummy bears or nothing like that on the golf course.
Bro, I don't
I'm
eat,
just
bro.
saying.
I don't eat none of that, bro. No, no, no. There's only gonna be one thing that we gonna have at that golf course, bro, and it ain't gonna be sweet.
Hey, our at home Google search engine Adrian Amos said Martin Luther King
Urgent.
said it. Martin Luther King said it.
Appreciate that, Adrian.
I call him agent. Our
Oh,
search agent. All right. So
kind of
anyway,
like how you call Instagram.
Instagram. The funny thing is, I mean, it's all coming back on me because my mom. Everybody that watches, they know my mom, right? My mom will mess up a word real quick. What did she say? Netflix is next flick. What else she say? God, dog. It's a spice. I can't remember, but she'll mess up a word real quick, and I guess it's all coming back on me now because I've been messing up words like a mother. Y'all be correcting me like, yo.
Yeah.
Bro, I be messing up words like, man. And my brother, one of my brothers who's a year older than me, dude, he's vicious too. Cause he hear me mess up a word, dude. He won't let it go. I'm like, bro, I messed up a word. My bad. I mumbled it. I'm sorry. I let it. He go to work on me.
That's it. That's it. She messes up the word. All right, so nutmeg, right? Nutmeg. My mom says nutmeg. Yo, I'm telling you anyway, man. Mom, I love you.
Why you coming at your mom? Why you making
She gonna get you after this show.
She gonna call. Y'all know she called me right at the show sometimes. So.
Yeah, she gonna get in your ass.
She'll come down and be like, what the hell? No. I'm like, all right, my bad. Oh, Bonaventure chimed in. Yeah, Bonaventure, my bad. I forgot to call you. All right, I forgot to call him. Carice Perry said, I believe capitalism plays a huge role when it comes to white supremacy. This country would not function if it didn't have a little person to step on, and white supremacy keeps the people they want at the bottom where they are. That's a good. Yep.
That's good. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. So speaking of Joe Biden taking his epic fall, Morgan Williams said, "I feel so bad for him. The wind took him out." Ari McDaniel said he couldn't stop falling. Elijah Jermaine Bowser said, "How you fall up the steps?"
Oh, I've done it multiple times. Trust me, because I be trying to run, and I slip. I'm already clumsy. Matter of fact, hey, I always tell people, don't go out with me because I'm actually spill your drink on you because I'm clumsy, bro.
I'm clumsy.
Bro, you gonna get your own golf cart on Wednesday, bro? Cause I ain't about to. Nah,
no, you driving it. You driving it.
Nah, bro.
You driving it, dog.
And Amy Latour said, "Not the slow motion." Yes, the slow motion. Oh no. Oh no! I wish I had the that "Oh no" song in the back.
To get that as a sound effect.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh man!
Oh no!
Carice Perry said, "I'm trying to understand why he kept trying to jog up the stairs after the first stumble." That's what I was trying to realize. Like he stumbled and then he kept trying to run. Like, dude, just play this first one off, man. You know.
Yeah, he twisted his leg really hard on that first tumble.
He hurt for real.
You know what the kicker was though? When he got to the top of the stairs and he turned around, he did that salute. That was a kicker. Like, yo, I appreciate you saluting, but why you turn around like that? And you were just like. That was the stiffest salute I've ever seen in my life.
If you're listening on the podcast channels, you can't see the face that Trent is making right now, but let me tell you, that is funny. That is funny.
Oh man! And I'll tell you when they were teaching us how to salute in basic training, bro. How long it took them to teach me how to salute, man. They had to make sure my arms was the way. I saluted like Joe Biden in basic training.
Carice Perry said nothing more embarrassing than falling going up the stairs. Morgan Williams said, didn't Pence just fall on the steps a few months ago too? I think that was
Who's Pence?
Mike Pence.
Who's that?
Yeah. Lenny Wood said, need more information. Talking about the confession letter, Lenny Wood said, need more information than what was in the letter, but sounds like she lost her job for an assault. Yep. That's pretty much what it is.
She beat somebody down. No charges were filed, so she got off. She got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elijah said she was right for whooping his aide, just probably not at work. That's what I said. She should have did it somewhere else. Yeah. Lenny Wood said, I hope she got that. I hope she saved that STEMI.
Well, she said she works.
She got a new job.
She works for the competitor. She works for the competitor.
Elijah said, don't sleep on a sleeper. Chris will whoop some A. Amy Latour said, who is Trent hiding from? We all want to know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Man, you don't want to know.
Catfish. My mom said, "Oh, see, my mom threatened it.
Uh-oh.
Now you read that comment. You want to read all of
Yo,
mine?
read that. I want to hear this.
My mom over
I
here
wanna hear
threatening violence. Nah, man,
What
cause
she say? What she say?
She gonna hit me in my chest when she see me, man. So look, man.
Yes. Just
probably,
video that so we get it on this show.
Slow motion.
Right.
oh no.
Oh no.
Bonaventure, I got you, man. I forgot, man. I got tied up, man. As you know, man, a lot of stuff going on crazy, man. But hey, man, look, man, y'all know. All right, look. So next week or next month or next week we're off. All right, so we're off next Sunday. All right. What you mean, huh? You knew that. So next Sunday we're off, and then we come back into April. April is our anniversary month, man, and we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways for the 1 year anniversary that we will be celebrating.
What?
Yes. 1 year. 1 year anniversary that we're celebrating. And so make sure y'all tune in. Go to our Instagram page. Go to our Facebook. And all that good stuff. And YouTube. And make sure you subscribe because they're going to throw in little giveaways here and there. And then also one person is going to have the ability to come on as a guest co-host from their living room. So we're going to have that. And it's going to be a random draw. And yo, hey, it is. Elijah, man, don't talk about my mama, bro. Hey, hey, don't do that.
She'll come get you too.
She gonna whoop your ass too. Anyway,
give Lorna a shout out. Her birthday.
Tell Elijah, hey, you want to find out if she Ric Flair too? Hey, mine, there you go. Hit him in the chest. What you got, Crystal?
No, I said I want to give a shout out to Lorna. Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lorna. Lorna like 45. All right, y'all, man, appreciate it. Hey, yo, check us out, man. In a couple of weeks, we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, man. Peace, love, and happiness. Remember, treat each other humane, man. We love you. Wow.